Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome to the Miami Dolphins franchise. Now, we are at the midway point here in the season, and Kellen Mond has been pretty good for us. I think he's just getting used to being the starter and getting used to making these NFL throws. Like I said, this is his first time starting in his career, so getting him going and using his legs, I think that's his biggest strength. As we go into a doubleheader episode versus the Chargers and the Bills, the Chargers are 2-8 on this season, but Kellen Mond, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. We do need to cut down on the turnovers, but sometimes, it's not always his fault. And I had to get used to the difference in arms. Playing with a left-handed quarterback for 40 episodes definitely is a big adjustment going over to Kellen Mond. But our strength has really been our pass rush, and it's really kept us in games. And the reason why I say kept us is because these sliders are tough. I mean, they are tough. And really having a good defense definitely helps you out, especially when you can get after the passer. Now, Justin Herbert is still the quarterback of the Chargers, and he is number 9 ranked in the game right now. But this Chargers offense has been struggling. They are ranked number 25 in total yards and number 30 in passing yards. They are not having a great year. So let's just hop straight into this game versus 2-win Chargers. So here they are inside the red zone to start this game, as we will go through this game with the moments. Here's a handoff, and this will be a tackle in the backfield. Jerome Baker. And he is looking for a new contract coming up. I believe his contract is up next season, so we'll have to see what happens. Here on a 2nd and 11, throw into the right side. That is incomplete. Herbert was pushed out of the pocket on that play. So Herbert now on a 3rd and 11 throws to the end zone. This one is going to be intercepted. Xavier Howard, his 5th of the season. He takes it back to the 15. Was looking for blockers on that one as Herbert tried to throw it up to Mike Williams, the guy who's going to go up and get it for this team. And it results in a turnover, and out comes Kellen Mond. Now, how I usually play the moment is that I'll play a moment, but I usually finish off the drive. So usually they say, like, convert a 3rd down. I'll play the entire drive. So here we start at our 15. Here's a throw to the right side. This is Jalen Waddle who's open. He's toe taps on the sideline. Nobody's going to catch him. First play, touchdown for the Dolphins. Jalen Waddle has that unreal speed. His route running has really evolved, and especially on routes like that, I mean, it's tough to guard him, as his deep route running is well into the 90s now, and 99 speed. I mean, it's tough to keep up with Waddle now. It is 7-0 here for the Dolphins. So here is Herbert now, just outside the red zone at the 27. Here's a throw to the sideline. On a 3rd and 7, it's caught, but it's going to be just short. They will line up here for the field goal at the 22-yard line, but it looks like, they're going to fake it, and they pitch it to the tight end who comes across the field. He takes it all the way. It's a touchdown for the Chargers. I did not expect them to fake it on that play, and I was absolutely fooled. The kicker ran behind the holder and went to the right side, but it looked like the ball was flipped to him. Instead, the tight end was coming across. That was a good play. So now we're into the second quarter. Here's a handoff. Terrence Pitt-Howard. He picks up the first down. Pressure from the left side. We throw to across the middle of the field, and that's going to be caught. And that is Justice Hill who picks up the first down. Justice Hill has been an excellent backup running back. Here's a throw to the right side. Hill again. Inside the 5. Gets tackled at the 1. 6 of 6 to start this game for Kellen Mond as we get it to the 1-yard line here for 1st and goal. 5 wide still out here. We run the hurry up looking for an open man, but Kellen Mond has the speed. Nobody even is concerned with him. It's a touchdown, and we take the lead here. And how about Kellen Mond starting this game off right? So on to the second half now, a 28-21 game, waiting for a man to get open, and we eventually find him. It's KJ Hamler. He's going to pick up a first down. He gets to the 21. So now we're inside, just outside the red zone here at a 1st and 10. Throw to left side. Waddle wide open on that play. Pushed out of bounds at the 5. It's going to be a 1st and goal. As I see a connection forming with Waddle and Mond. As here's a handoff. Terrence Pitt-Howard, he gets tackled at about the 2-yard line. Bringing it to a 2nd and goal. Here is going to be Mond under pressure. He tried to get it to Waddle. He gets hit on the throw. It doesn't get to him, but Waddle was open. Now 3rd and goal, handoff up the middle, and it's going to be another stop at the 1, and we hurry it up now. Terrence Pitt-Howard still in the game. 4th and goal. We give it to him, and it's going to be another sack. Bosa was there, and they get the hit on Terrence Pitt-Howard. And maybe Kenneth Murray was there as well, and now they are down at the 1. Handoff. Eckler breaks the tackle and does pick up some room, getting out of that dangerous territory. He's over 100 yards with that run. As we fast forward now they're on the other side of the 50 into the red zone now. Another handoff to Eckler. He has been running all over us today. 23 rushes for 135 up to this point. 8 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. 3rd and 2 now. Herbert in the pocket, throws across the middle. It's going to be a touchdown just over the outstretched hand of Javon Holland. Keenan Allen scores, and it's a tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. 6 minutes to go. We're going to look to run some clock on this drive, as here is Mond throwing across the middle, and this one's dropped. Now, I noticed that KJ Hamler, after we traded for him, he had all 3 catch traits, but he also has the drops open pass. 4th and 7, throwing to left side. It's Waddle. And he does get the first down. I thought he stepped out right before, but it looks like maybe the ball was across the line on that one. Fresh set of downs, 1st and 10, handoff up the middle. It's TPH. He gets a gain of 10 yards. We eventually get the ball to the 16 now. Mond, 3.5 minutes to go, throws to the right side, and nobody's home. It's an interception by Derwin James. But take a look at this missed call. We were looking for Jalen Waddle in the slot. He was going to be open on this play, but look at the pass interference. Look at the bump. The ball is in the air. He's still getting bumped. It should have been a flag all the way. And they get away with that no call. And now the Chargers take over here. Tie ball game with about 3 minutes to go. Herbert in the pocket now. Throws to the right side. Looking for Mike Williams. He's got it and somehow avoids a couple of tacklers. It looks like Xavier Howard dove for the interception and came up just short. And it's a big-time throw, 1st down. 50 seconds left now. They're at a 3rd and 21. Here's a handoff, and there is a stop by Chris Barnes, but they will settle for 3 on this drive. And they will make it a 31-28 game on this kick. And now we have about 40 seconds left to drive the length of the field. So can Kellen Mond put together his first comeback here? Game-winning drive. Let's see if he has it in him. Here's a throw to left side. It's going to be a wide-open Waddle. He makes the man miss, does not step out of bounds, forcing us to call our second timeout of the second half. So 1 timeout remaining here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to left side. It's Hamler, who picks up some more yardage after a good block from TPH. That's about a gain of 7. They stack the box here, pressure off the left edge, and we do get rid of it. Kellen Mond, he finds TPH and gets to the 40. This clock will run down, and we're going to be forced to call a timeout here and kick the game-winning field goal, or at least the game-tying field goal. And this one will be from about, 57 yards? Let's see if Jason Sanders has it in him from the 40. The kick is just in the upright. It's good. This one is going to overtime, a 57-yarder. To send us into OT. So the Chargers win the toss, and they will start out overtime with possession. Here is Herbert in the pocket, running out of time. He just gets rid of this one, throws it away. None of his receivers were moving on that one, bringing it to a 3rd and 9 at the 26. Herbert throws to the right side. This one is caught, and it's going to be short of the 1st down marker, about a gain of 4. And here come the Dolphins out onto the field. A score wins it on this drive. So here's a handoff. This is Justice Hill in the game, and he gets tackled for maybe a gain of 1. So 2nd and 9 in our own 26 now. Mond changing the play at the line. He could be looking deep on this one. We'll see. Mond under pressure. He actually gets stripped on that one. Derwin James gets a punch in there and knocks the ball out of Kellen Mond's hands. He goes in unblocked. TPH just absolutely missed that block. I mean, he's there to pass protect, and for some reason steps up in the pocket, and it's a free blitzer as they line up for the field goal right away, and it's good. Ball game, the Chargers, the 2-win Chargers defeat the Dolphins on the road. A bad loss here towards the middle of the season, especially since we're fighting for first place right behind the Patriots, and we lose a heartbreaker. that pass interference call at the end was a big missed call. I think that call definitely changed the complexion there at the end, because you got to think about it. The Chargers had possession back, drove all the way down, got a game-winning field goal. We tied it up, but it could have been game right there. I mean, we could have scored on that drive, forced them to have a touchdown. We could have just settled for a field goal, but we had lost another possession there at the end of the game, so that was a big call missed. And now here we are with another loss here, and we have lost quite a bit of these games where it's just a couple of plays away from wins. And Xavier Howard did have 2 interceptions in this one, but man, that was a interesting game that we just could not come away with the win. So here we are here. Jerome Baker gets an upgrade. Darius Howard also gets one as well. He was a first-round draft pick in season number 1. And we have actually drafted 3 first-rounders who have all been defensive linemen / edge rushers. And here is the second one in Sherwin Finney. And his dev trait is revealed here, and he will be a superstar trait. I had a feeling it was going to be superstar just based on, the old, before the scouting update, had storylines, the draft stories, and usually when they include guys in there, they're usually a superstar or a star. It's usually superstar though, so I paid close attention to that and drafted Sherwin Finney, and he ended up being superstar. So we have probably the face of our franchise going forward as a superstar dev. And then at safety, Timmy Obi is the starter right now. He was our 2nd round pick in season number 2, but he just has not jumped off the page, much like we saw with Eric Rowe. Like, Eric Rowe wasn't a guy that was jumping off the field, but for some reason, Timmy Obi is kind of worse, to be honest. So now we face the Buffalo Bills, who are 5-5 on the season, and we are 5-5. 3 5-5 teams in the AFC East, and the Patriots are 7-4, and they have that top seed actually in the AFC right now. I believe they're competing with the Chiefs for that top seed, so I guess they're number 2. Chiefs are only a 1-loss team up to this point, but the Bills are absolutely struggling on offense. I mean, they are ranked in the bottom 5, and we are 22 on defense and 17 on offense now. So our goal going into this game is that we are going to try to get an interception, try to force some turnovers, and have a big game. And it will help that Jalen Phillips, who was out with a fractured upper arm, will be back from injury. So we'll see what our defensive line can do today. So here is the second game of our doubleheader now. Here is Kellen Mond from the pocket. His first pass is out to the right side. That is going to be caught by Justice Hill, and it's going to be a first down, as Justice Hill has been a great receiving back for us. As now here is Mond, another throw to the right side. That one is dropped. KJ Hamler has just been interesting. Since we traded for him, I thought he would be a guy that would stretch the field, but he has dropped open passes. 3rd and 11 now. Here's a deep pass down the left sideline. This one's caught. Andy Isabella for the touchdown. And the best thing I loved about this throw, look at the pocket. Clean pocket. Kellen Mond just throws a perfect ball right there. It's an excellent toss, 7-3. So here we are on defense now. Here's a counter play to the right side. This is Devin Singletary, but a stop in the backfield. Solomon Thomas having an excellent year. Now, we signed him in free agency just to a 1-year contract midway through the season. It was like at week 5, and he has been tremendous as a 3rd rotational defensive tackle. It's been very, very good seeing another defensive lineman. That is just the strength of our team. So here's Josh Allen now stepping up, moving to the right side, and he runs out of time. It's Eric Hopkins Jr., who was our 3rd first-round draft pick in this series. We had 2 last season in season 2's offseason, and now here we are for a 3rd and long on defense. Just got to come up with a stop here. Pressure by, it looks like Thomas. They throw the ball deep, one-on-one for Xavier Howard, and incomplete. As we do force the punt now, as we get possession right back. Here is Terrence Pitt Howard with the stretch play to left side. He's got a big-time run on this one. It's going to be a first down. He gets to about the 25. As Terrence Pitt Howard hasn't ran for that big-time yardage game this season, but he is still doing TPH things. Our offensive line has been doing decently blocking for him. So 3rd and 9. Here's a throw to left side. He just throws this one out of bounds, bringing it to the 21-yard line. 4th and 3. Kellen Mond now in the pocket, throws to the right side. That one is caught. It's going to be Andy Isabella for the first down as we get to the 10-yard line midway through the second quarter. So here is Mond at the 9, hand off to TPH, who finds some space, and he gets to the 3. As now we get it to a 3rd and 3 at the 3 handoff. TPH had an open end zone, and that hole closed up quickly, bringing it to a 4th and 1. We go for it. Handoff, TPH, touchdown. We take the 2-score lead here in the second quarter, and our offense has been playing pretty well the last few games. And now the Bills can't do anything on offense, as here's our offense back in the red zone. Here's a handoff. TPH stopped in the backfield by Reuben Foster, who is now the starting middle linebacker for the Bills. 3rd and 6, throw across the middle. This one snags Lynn Bowden. It's a touchdown. There we go. Lynn Bowden, I did not think he was going to get to this pass. It looked like it was overthrown, but then he just stretched out the last second and got to it. And it's another touchdown pass for Kellen Mond. 24-3 now, throwing to left side. We're inside the red zone again before halftime. Our defense must be shutting it down because remember, we are playing the moment, so we just play what they give us, but we finish out the entire drive. So 1st and 10 now at the 16, throw it to the right side. It's Isabella. Tackled at the 1. Almost had another touchdown here in the first half for Kellen Mond. And now here we are at the 1. 8 seconds left. Handoff. Justice Hill. Touchdown. He gets in. And it's a big-time halftime lead here, 31-3. We're into the third quarter now. Here's a swing pass, once again in the red zone, as that is caught by Terrence Pitt Howard. It goes for about a gain of 8. At the 16-yard line now, here is Mond under center. He's going to hand off this time. TPH, he puts on a couple of moves, picks up a gain of 8 yards. So now at the 8-yard line now for a 2nd and 2. Terrence Pitt Howard, handoff. He's got space, and he does barge his way in. Another touchdown for the Dolphins. Jalen Waddle shaking up on that play, but it ends up not being too serious. We end up pulling our starters after that play as we're now up 41-10. Josh Allen now trying to get away. Darius Howard, our first-round picks are making plays in the last few episodes. It starts with Sherwin Finney, who has been awesome off the edge, and now Darius Howard getting involved, and now Eric Hopkins as well. Screen pass, 3rd and 9. Out to Chase Edmonds. It's a stop, and now this could be the game here. We're up by 31, but it's 4th and 8. Josh Allen now at the 44-yard line. He's got a clean pocket this time. He's going to throw this one deep. One-on-one for Stephon Diggs, and it will be tipped away into the crowd. And that will do it. We get a nice win here, bouncing back from that ugly loss versus the Chargers. And we get the win here by a big-time margin. It looks like the Bills just aren't ready to compete. I'm not sure what it is, but their offense is not doing well at all. I don't know if it's their offensive line, whether it's their running game. Who knows? But it looks like it's going to be a 3-way race for first place when it comes to this division. I think it's going to be the Dolphins, the Patriots, and also I can't even think of the next team for some reason, but it's going to be interesting. You know, Kellen Mond has really been good in spurts, and I think that we just need to figure out what throws he can make. And looking at our run game, we are finally getting going with TPH. He's had 2 touchdowns in this one, 78 yards passing. Jalen Waddle and Isabella both went over 100 yards. That's good to see. Isabella's locked up for the next 2 years, so just remember that. Gesicki's also signed for the next 3 years. And we have a lot of weapons. I think that what it comes down to is, can our offensive line hold up versus the good defenses, because that's where we have struggled going into this season. So we'll have to see what happens, but this was a good solid win here for our defense and for our team. And Van Ginkel gets the first non-Xavier Howard interception of the year in that game. So here we are with some upgrades. Robert Hunt is getting an upgrade here. He has been decent. Now his run blocking is pretty good. His pass blocking is where he lacks, and he has definitely given up some sacks this year. And I like Robert Hunt. He is a middle-of-the-road guard for the league. But like I said, it's the pass blocking that really does kill us. So I don't know what the future of our offensive line is going to be. But here we are at game number 12, 6-5 as we face the Washington football team. And we're both 6-5 going into this matchup, but even a bigger story going into the next episode is going to be Eric Hopkins Jr. He's going to have a chance to really upgrade that dev trait. And it looks like the goal is pretty easy. Less than 100 yards or get him one forced fumble, tackle for loss, or sack or interception, which you probably wouldn't get. But I think holding them under 100 yards will be probably the easiest thing to do. Now, he is just normal dev, but let's just look at our first rounder. Sherwin Finney's dev trait was revealed this episode, and he is superstar. We will give him the extra credit, so he gets an extra pass rush move when he is rushing the passer. So I think the default is 3, and depending on who you are, I think even defensive tackles sometimes only get 1 or 2. So he's going to start with 4 right away. Darius Howard, he has been really good for us. He's been hurt, though, the last couple of years, though. In his rookie season, he was hurt the first 3 or 4 games. He got hurt on the first play of his career, and then he's been out for 4 weeks total this season. I think that one of those weeks was just a bye week. But now we have Eric Hopkins, who has a chance to upgrade to a star dev. And in his rookie season, he's already a captain on the team, so we'll get to see if he will get that upgrade next episode. So that will do it here. Hit subscribe, hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go. Mommy, you crying so?